All right, so as we are speaking now, 14 persons has been arrested from Edo State and have been taken down to Abuja for persecution based on the Fulani herdsmen that was unalived in Edo State now. I will also remind you that, you know, some Fulani men gave the presidency 48 hours to arrest more people and persecute them. Otherwise, they will do the worst. And the presidency swung into action. And some people has been arrested. And, you know, if you go to Edo State now, police, army, everybody, they find more people to arrest. You can imagine Fulani people challenging the whole Nigeria. How many are these Fulanis? How many are they? But you know what? It's not about their numbers. It's about what they possess. It's about, you know, the offices they occupy. And I can tell you that they are in higher offices in Nigeria. And that is why you see all this happening. It might surprise you. The president of Nigeria is from the West, a Yoruba man. But Fulani from the North is giving order, and presidency is acting upon their order. They give the president to do something now or else. And the president quickly, you know, gave an order that people should be arrested, that, you know, action should be taken. Hey, you see, I told you guys, you see this Edo killing, eh? You see it. If Nigeria succeed from this one, many people's eyes will be open. But let's see as it goes. All you need to do is to subscribe to this channel, because I bring you all the information of everything that is happening there and every other thing that is happening in any part of Nigeria. Also what is happening in Biafra land. All right. So I will encourage Biafrans. I will encourage everybody to sit back and let's watch them and see what will happen. All right. But for now, I will allow you to watch the comments of people from Nigeria and see how they are lamenting. And then you will say, Fulani. How many Fulani will come out and speak? Anyway, Nigeria is just... Anyway, please take time, watch this video, then drop your comment on the comment section what you think about it, all right? Please watch it.
My hometown, Uboha, is seriously under siege of herdsmen. Killing, raping, kidnapping. We cannot sleep with our eyes closed. We cannot even go to the farms anymore. Uromi, Uboha Road has become a no-go area for kidnapping and killing, and it's a daily occurrence. And this has not abated though. No business activities going on in those areas. Life is now hopeless and at a standstill. It's a daily occurrence. So apart from the optics of going to the bush and arresting some people, no, the real problem have not been solved because it's a daily occurrence, and I constantly get reports around that area constantly. People cannot go home. That's why I say they've not even done anything. Yes, you said they have gone to the bush, they've arrested people, but the problem had not been solved. There was action, but there was no solution. There was no solution.
Maybe they've not done enough. Maybe they've not done enough. Maybe they've not done enough. Maybe they need to redouble their effort. These reports you get, it will be good if you forward them to the Commissioner of Police anytime you receive them. Because the one you receive and you don't forward may not, people may have freer access to you than they have to the law enforcement.
With due respect, I also got another one while I was saying this now. Ikeke, around that area, if you go, because I've traveled all those areas, Ikeke is under attack. 5 people have been kidnapped in Ikeke.
Okay.
So we've not seen a lot, and I keep reporting all of this on my social media channel. So it's out there.
Mr. Adeoye, let's stay with the...
Please, forward to Commissioner of Police, not on social media. If you want to get results, please forward to the authorities.
I've done that many times.
Mr. Adeoye,
go ahead, Dr. Abati.
Let's stay with the subject of the discussion, which is the killing on the Uromi-Ubiaja expressway. Now, I go back to the point I made about vigilante, all kinds of unauthorized security outfits. You were commissioner in Anambra State before you retired.
Yes.
Now, will you say that all these vigilante groups, all these security outfits not authorized showing up, is because the Nigerian police has failed Nigerians. And then both the state governments and then also other people decide to take law into their hands and commit atrocities with a lot of impunity. If the Nigeria police itself was up and running, would this situation have been the case? What do you think is the problem?
Dr. Abati, when you want to assess failure, you will have to weigh what is available against the responsibilities. You have a country of 240 million people and a police force that is just 300,000. From that statistics alone, you know that a lot of areas will be uncovered. A huge segment of the population will be unpoliced. That is one. Two, you look at what are the logistics holding and the funding of these security agencies. It is said, to whom much is given, much is expected. So when you want to assess failure, you need to assess what have you put in place and what empowerment is there for them to discharge their responsibilities. Then you weigh it against performance. It is then you can arrive at an objective, conclusion. So I think the Nigeria police is understaffed and underfunded, grossly so. We need to start looking at practical ways. Mr. President has done something in that regard by giving approval for the rapid recruitment of personnel to beef up the strength of the force. I hope that is followed by better equipment and funding so that the spread can be better, the training more qualitative, and equipment enable them to do more than they do currently. Technology is available to enhance performance. If all these are deployed, I assure you, performance will be much better. But coming to the present, I and you, we are in agreement that a lot more needs to be done to enhance safety of life and property across the nation. Kidnapping is a menace in many jurisdictions, not just in Edo State and not just this occurrence. In many states across the country, when kidnapping started in the Niger Delta, way back, when expatriates were the target for ransom, I warned.
This whole foolish pampering of the North, it needs to stop. I personally don't know what the Edo State governor is doing in Kano and Kaduna. Whether I go buy Usa Granite or get another thing where go do that, no one believes so you go there. Because that will not be like him, that will not be like a condolence. It be like say you go beg them. I don't have an issue with you doing father figure, but I beg, as you they beg them, hope you they tell them what these people they do for you. Hope you they remind them what their brothers and sons. The kind of crime when they commit for year, you they hope you tell them. Up from the president to the least politician. I don't understand the foolish pampering of the North. Here you go talk rich, they go say they support jungle justice, but God forbid. I'm only saying things the way they are. And for face to why say Hausa people know their social media. So you people want to tell me that you have this much mobility on social media, but choose to keep quiet when we complain about insurgency, about Fulani herdsmen. You keep quiet like say you don't know what they talk. Now go and kill all of you now. You keep quiet. And they hear this lady voice. They do papa. You can talk now. You cannot watch the video. Nonsense 16. But when you see people being beheaded in the farms, you keep quiet. You are mad. All of you nonsense youths that have the chance to speak up but refuse to speak up till it's time to be biased, or go we kill all of you. It's not like this Fulani herdsmen is not affecting them in their side though. But they choose to just keep quiet for reasons best known to them. But now you all want to be activists. See, I blame the federal government, the government when I give 48 hours where I sound now. I'm not saying the government should not do their job, but you see this unnecessary threats. You people, it's the things of the old. Our fathers not fear now. It show me say this generation will match your madness for madness. You want to do a pressure attack, you enter Benin, you're Edo State, you start killing people when they looking at the road, they say, hey, no, now go and kill now. Some people know what causes is a miss. Now get out. If one person go talk like go, you people will take me out of context. I'm only saying that we chose peace and love, but we are not scared of war. Okay, now they knock my motor, may get out of my front. Come be like say one tribe get power past the full nation. They be killing people now in Enugu State. I don't know why the governor of Enugu State have not made Pierre no let and talk. Women have been protesting for weeks. Fulani herdsmen. Gone to Bayelsa, even Delta State here. Man, I guarantee. I beg you, my sympathies peace with the families. Oh, about this, hey, fear. It needs to stop. Everybody, mount your guards. Mushi.
I would like to commiserate with about 200 families in the past few months in Edo State that have had their mothers slaughtered in the farms, have their fathers and children slaughtered in the farms, and those who have suffered kidnapping, as happened recently in Nauchi, around the Biafra camp, not far from the military checkpoints, where 4 people were kidnapped from their own streets at Biafra camp in Nauchi. You can confirm this from the security forces, only very recently. We have videos, and I have a lot on my phone now, of farmers who have been slaughtered in their farms. There's a camp in Ovia here. It's just a farm settlement. It's a camp. The people were sleeping at night, and then herdsmen or terrorists, we shouldn't actually be using the word herdsmen, terrorists who went to those camps, slaughtered them in the night. We have about 7 dead bodies lying there. I'm telling you things that have happened within the last 1 month. Now, burnt down some parts of their houses. We have video there of Fulani herdsmen and terrorists entering into farms and uprooting cassava that people have planted and are waiting to harvest for this season and feeding them to their cows, and then those who dare to challenge them have been slaughtered. So for the 200 families in Edo State that have been slaughtered in the past 3 months, we commiserate with you. Now we know that we have north and south, because the language I hear from those who are condemning is south and north. It is no longer what happened in Edo State, it's what happened in the south and what happened in the north. So we find solidarity when it comes to anything happening to people in the north and then from the north. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter that what we are dealing with has a history. It doesn't matter that on a daily basis, Edo people are reporting killings in their farms, destruction of their economy. It doesn't matter. All of that don't matter. As long as it has now happened to those who are from the north, then you have bodies, you have sociocultural groups, you have all sorts of people rising up in condemnation. It is a shame, it is condemnable, it is incendiary. If we react like that and look at things from such selfish prison, you will have war in this country, because you have families right now who are crying, who are angry, who have lost loved ones to this kind of brutality in the bushes. And now, as I told you, they have entered into the town of Auchi, and we are not having anybody condemning it. Before now, during the Buhari's regime, I remember that we had serial, kind of killings like this. And then when Tinubu came in, there seemed to have been a little stopgap. But it appears that just recently, as soon as we started hearing of the political actors in the north complaining that Tinubu has neglected the north, we are beginning to see a resurgence of this. We understand what is going on. It is happening in Nigeria, it is happening in Edo State, and we are keeping note, irrespective of all those hypocrisies you see in the press. The people are feeling the brunt, they are losing loved ones, and they are not going to be moved by what you are doing in the press.
Let me proceed, please.
Let me also correct one impression here. It was not a one-sided thing that happened in Uromi. When these people were stopped, they said they were going to go in to search the vehicle because they had local information that they were actually carrying arms. So in the process of struggling to go inside, one of them stabbed one of the vigilante guys. So in the process of that, the hell was let loose.
Why is nobody telling us that part? Why? Why is nobody?
Let me also correct one impression here. It was not a one-sided thing that happened in Uromi. When these people were stopped, they said they were going to go in to search the vehicle because they had local information that they were actually carrying arms. So in the process of
Make we change this bad government for us, so this bad government, we change that for us. We change this bad government for us for the time now. We change this bad government for us. We change this for us, so I don't tell you now. Hunger, don't kill for this country. Hunger, don't kill for this country. Make we change this bad government for us. I'm gonna kill you. Look at this country. Hunger, don't kill us for this country. Make we change this bad government for us. What is happening now? What is happening now? Come out when they support, when they condemn, especially those, some of the northern, when they come and they condemn the killing where they happen for Uromi. Some of them they give federal government 48 hours. But when I want tell me, say, I don't see what happen for Jatoka where they kill about 70 persons. Now don't tell me, say, when I don't see what happen where they kill soldiers for Jatoka, where Fulani herdsmen kill, they enter my brothers and my sisters' farm, where they pull out cassava, they cut and they give cows. When I want tell me, say, I don't see them. Not be height of wickedness with that. When I don't come and condemn the ones who happen for Benue State.
When they kill people, when Fulani herdsmen kill people, none of you come and condemn, but they condemn the one way happen for Uromi. So now one tell me say, una life they important, pass other people. Are you going to tell me that you people are first class citizens, while we are second class citizens? All of us are Nigerians. We have equal rights. They will go to the farm and kill people and buy people and rape our mothers, rape our sisters, buy our brothers. So they have monopoly over life, abi. One guy here where head no day house. They give federal government 48 hours. So you get the social media handle where you don't feel come and condemn what they happen for Middle Belt since. Middle Belt has not been at peace since. Middle Belt they bleed for what our brothers they do. They not feel come and talk. So now like this special pass. I don't see how hypocrites the northern is. But one time reach for election, and I go say Middle Belt na brother. It's high time if you are from Middle Belt. It's high time you stand up for yourself and protect yourself. We are not North Central. We are Middle Belt. We don't have any association with the North.
The incident that happened in Esaland, Uromi, Edo State, the government is to be held accountable. The government is to be held accountable, not the people. Because these people have been crying for years, for months. They have been kidnapped. They've abandoned their farmland as a result of kidnappers in their forest. As a result of herdsmen. I remember back in the day, if you see herdsmen with their cow, the only thing you see with them is their stick and a keg of water. Gradually, they upgraded from stick to a machete. From machete, the government weaponized these people, gave them AK-47. Where did they get AK-47 from? Where did they get all those weapons from? Even the vigilantes in the community that are supposed to be protecting the people, they don't have they are not allowed to carry weapons. But the Fulani herdsmen are allowed to carry weapons and go in the forest of our people. And now this thing happened. The government is running helter-skelter. Let's find these people. Let's capture them. In my opinion, if these people are finally captured, they should be rehabilitated and put into our armed force. Yes, they should be. The people of Uromi, if they were to be found, they should be rehabilitated and put into the armed force. No Nigerian is more Nigerians than the other. People have been crying. Our mothers, our fathers has been abused, kidnapped, killed. Nothing has been done about it. Now, look at the government. They are running up and down. As if the life of other Nigerians does not matter. It's only the life of Fulanis that matters. You see? Double standard. Nigeria has failed us all.
I don't know why I'm just going through my comment section and you guys are trying to turn it to a religion matter. The North is made up of both Christians and Muslims and traditional worshippers and atheists and other religions otherwise. The issue is not for you to separate yourself from the Fulani, because what I'm seeing is that there is a very crazy need for the Hausa to separate himself from the Fulani. And you go as far as saying the Fulani hurts you too. So you know that the Fulani hurts you too and the Fulani is hurting everybody. But yet the Fulani are the ones that don't have any basic structure. They move from place to place. They are nomadic. So they really don't have anything to lose. Nobody said Muslims were the one that unalived the Uromi 16. Neither did we say it's you from Bauchi or you from Zamfara. The issue is that if the Hausas and us can collectively fight these Fulanis that is hurting you and hurting every other person that is making the Edo people misjudge. In an answer be this, I be no be answer, na Fulani be this, I be no be Fulani. Something happen where can they make them, they talk, they look who be who. As they don't feel differentiate between Hausa and Fulani, and why they don't say everybody they go. It's better for them to finish these people than for them to sit down when they come and buy them again. So if we all have a common enemy, if we do have a common enemy, you as an Hausa lady, as a Hausa man, you know your common enemy. I know my common enemy. Why are we here still talking about it's Christian, it's not Christian, it's Muslim, it's not Muslim, it's Hausa, it's not Hausa? There is a reason why both of you people were misjudged. There's a reason why the Edo people could not differentiate who was Fulani and Hausa. There's a reason why. And you want to trace back your history, but there is no Hausa that is not married to a Fulani, or there's no Fulani that is not married to a Hausa. You guys are intertwined. You guys are a pack. You move as a pack. And I'm not talking about the people that live and settle in Nigeria and have a happy home and a permanent structure and pay their taxes and go to work. We all know that the people that do this is headsmen. That is why it's called Fulani headsmen. It's not Fulani. It's Fulani headsmen. You know it is the headsmen. And so if we all have this common enemy, what the fuck are we still here? Arguing about goddamn religion and culture. Arguing about goddamn history. Telling me to go and read how Europe underdeveloped Africa. Fucking read it. What next? We are still fucking underdeveloped even after Europe left. So what the fuck are you telling me? What the heck are you telling me? Get the fuck out of my front. Nigeria has the worst passport in the world. And yet we are talking about I'm Fulani, I'm not Fulani, I'm Hausa, I'm not Hausa, I'm Kogi, I'm not Kogi. Get the fuck out of my presence. If somebody can travel from Port Harcourt from his village to where the fuck is coming from to Port Harcourt to say he's a hunter, where is his meat? And if he said he sold the meat to make money, is that even legal? Can you go to somebody's state and kill their animals and sell it to the people that live there and make money and go back to your own state? Is it legal? There's so many ethical breach here. You cannot just simply defend it. And I'm sorry that happened. I'm so sorry that those Uromi 16 were unalive by jungle justice, and we also fight against the culture of jungle justice. But if we have a functional government and a functional security organization in Nigeria that actually tackle the issue, people would have taken those people to the police. But we have a lot of security breach. People don't trust the police. They don't trust the army. So what do you want these people to do? Again and again, Nigeria have failed us, yet you have excuses. You fucking have excuses, and that pisses me off. It pisses me off so much.
Justice must be served, and we will not keep quiet until justice is served. This is the governor of Edo State who traveled all the way from Edo State to Kano State today to tender his apology to the state government, Kano State people, and the victims' family. He actually did not stop at the government house. He visited some of the victims' families. On top of that, he pledges compensation, which means the respective families will be compensated accordingly. He also went ahead to suspend the security chief and banned all the illegal vigilante groups. The governor is using his senses, but that's not all we want. We still demand the prosecution of those mobs. They will not go scot-free. They must be punished. And for those of you jumping in the comment section up and down, we must make sure we educate you not to justify jungle justice. What most of you need is education, because we have terrorists in every part of Nigeria, every corner. They are terrifying everybody. Then how would you justify punishing an innocent person over someone else's offense? On top of that, you're not even permitted, you're not allowed to take laws into your hands. Some of the terrorists we are talking about are your tribesmen, but you are putting the blame on Fulani people. Fulani is flying that. Educate yourself. It is that simple. I have never ever supported jungle justice in my life, and I will not support it in the future. And my very last message to the governor of Edo State: please sir, please uncle, please sir, make sure you educate your people. Make sure you warn them not to repeat this action again, because you dare not tamper with a peaceful person. And by peaceful persons, I'm referring to the northerners.
But evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, I will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. I saw Joseph Okadu did that law, Banta. They've taken it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Most of them have proved to us that you are our stooge. Give us land in Olu. Most of them will give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in Obibo. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer a misery. But see, they come down to the south, they tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obioso was talking rubbish. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo, oh, you're Yoruba, oh, you're from Uromi. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the president in 2023. Ask yourself, all of them that have been president from time immemorial, what benefit has it brought to you as a human being? Absolutely nothing. So you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them to go, if you don't give it to us, Tinubu will not be president in 2023. Tinubu won't be the president. That's what I'm saying to you. And foolishly you will agree and hand over your land to them. And once they take your land over from you, look at Hausa. Because there is a saying where we come from. If you want to know what your life is going to become in the future, look at Hausa people. If you want to understand appreciate, I will say, the life that you are about to bequeath to your children and grandchildren, look at Hausa people. Is there any Hausa governor today? Is there any Hausa emir? Is there land though? Katsina is Hausa land. Kanu is Hausa land. Sokoto is Hausa land. The Hausa people own it, indigenous to those areas. I'm asking you this question. Is there any Hausa man who's an emir in the north? The answer is no. Something's going to happen to you. If you don't rise up now to break, I'm not even asking people to break this rule. Demand for what rightfully belongs to you, your freedom. The freedom to decide. The freedom to write a constitution if you prefer. The freedom to live with whoever you want to live with. That is what we're asking for. But most people misunderstood what we are saying. And today, almost everything we have said about the zoo has come to pass. Everything we have told you, everything I told you has come to pass, hasn't it? Everything.
All right. So you have seen it. many other things are happening. All you need to do is just to subscribe to this channel, because I bring you all the information that is happening. All right, so you can now drop your own comment on the comment section what you think about it. All right, thank you very much. I will see you in my next video. God bless you.